mild to moderate MR remain asymptomatic for years. So latent period or the subclinical phase is prolonged in mitral regurgitation. Severe MR asymptomatic for years and it is the compensated phase. Means dilatation of the LA, then mild to moderate PA pressure increases, but it is still a compensated phase. Patient doesn't develop symptoms in several years. Then severe MR due to failed leaflet in patient with MVP, at least 10 years, 90% require MVR or death. In the cases of MVP, if the patient having the severe MR, there are higher chances of developing the symptomatic phase and the worsening. 6 to 7% per year in severe MR by flail leaflets in patient with the symptoms. Here is the survival analysis. Here you can see if EF is less than 50%, the survival is 32% at the end of the 10 years. In asymptomatic patient with normal LV function, if effective regurgitation.
Yes, so important to see is even if EF more than 60%,
yes,
then mortality is close to 25 to 30% at 10 years.
At 10 years.
In normal EF.
In asymptomatic patient, if effective regurgitation orifice area is more than 40 mm square, then it is the 4% per year risk of the cardiac death. Now, the indication for surgery when symptoms.
So what can be the cause in this patient?
Sorry, sir.
In asymptomatic patient with normal EF, in severe MR, 4% જે cardiac death થાય છે એમાં generally cause શું હોય?
Sir, in that patient, the most common cause in mitral valve disease is cardioembolic stroke. That is the most common or most involved. Either cardioembolic stroke or either patient is developing MI. Then sudden cardiac death due to some arrhythmia. Most probably AF or failure due to AF, sudden symptomatic due to AF. Now, the surgery for asymptomatic patient with normal LV function only consider if 90% likelihood of the successful MV repair, not MV replacement. Rate of reoperation similar in MVR or MV repair at 10 years. The operating mortality is 2% for MV repair, 6% for MVR. Now, here is one case.
STS database.
Sir, there is a surgical
Society for
Society for
Thoracic
Thoracic Surgery.
Surgery. American Society for Thoracic Surgery.
Here is one case. The 64-year-old female, history of the chest pain on exertion for 1 year, history on exertion, NYHA grade 2, diabetes, hypertension for last 10 years, history of IST, status post PTCA, patient having the severe MR with dilated LV, with severe LV systolic dysfunction.
So this is secondary MR.
Yes, this was the case of the secondary MR. Management guideline is different in primary and secondary MR. Now, chronic primary MR. Here we can see the classification is based on the if there is a central jet. But we all are knowing that the central jet is not much commonly found. Means simple central jet is not much commonly found. What we are saying is patient with MVP with MR, there is an eccentric jet, posterior or anterior directed, or the patient may have the diffuse jet. So severe central jet 20 to 40% of the LA or late systolic eccentric jet MR. Here the central jet MR more than 40%. That classified the severe MR. The vena contracta less than 0.7 and vena contracta more than 0.7. Regurgitant volume less than 60 and more than 60. These are the parameters which were used in the multiple studies to classify, to differentiate MR in the whether it is severe or not. So regurgitant volume less than 60, regurgitant fraction more than 50% of the total ejection fraction, and effective ERO is more than 40 centimeter square. The diagnostic testing for MR for asymptomatic patient, the frequency of transthoracic echo is 6 to 12 years. To assessment of the pulmonary artery pressure, and the asymptomatic patient with severe MR, the biomarkers and the other measurement of the LV function can be considered. Now, in patient with the severe MR, if the symptoms due to MR, regardless of the LV function, if the patient is symptomatic, then whether LV function is normal or decreased, mitral valve surgery is indicated. And in surgery, if degenerative mitral valve disease and repair is possible, then mitral valve surgery with primary doing repair, whether it is the rheumatic or degenerative mitral valve. In rheumatic valve disease, surgery and SOS mitral valve replacement if repair is not possible. Now, in the patient with high prohibitive or surgical risk, patient can undergo H2H mitral valve repair with mitral clip or the Pascal device. In case of the primary MR, H2H repair is primary. Previously it was mainly indicated in cases of the secondary MR, but now in cases of the primary MR with severe MR, they are two-way indication to undergoing H2H repair with high surgery or prohibitive surgical risk. Now, if there is no symptoms due to MR but LV systolic dysfunction, EF is less than 60 or and systolic diameter is more than 40. Now, normal LV systolic function with in that patient expected surgical mortality is less than 1% and durable repair is possible as per the mitral valve anatomy, then we can undergo MV repair. But if it is not possible and there is a progressive increase in the LV size or decrease in the LV EF, then repair or replacement can be done, but it is a 2B indication. So in short, any symptomatic patient with MR, surgery or repair is indicated, but if the patient having the high surgical risk, then H2H MV repair is indicated. Now, in asymptomatic patient, if there is LV function is decreasing, then surgery is indicated, or in the patient with progressive decrease in the LV function, surgery is indicated. Now, diagnostic testing for chronic MR. Here, to assess the extent of regional and global LV remodeling, LV in patient with normal transthoracic echo is useful, and in the patient with chronic secondary MR, the non-invasive imaging, coronary CT angio or the coronary arteriography is useful to establish the etiology of MR. In the patient with MR and severe symptoms, in the that are unresponsive to GDMT, that TEE H2H repair can be considered. We are going to chart in this way. Now, the stages of the secondary MR. The pathology is not in the mitral valve. In these patients, main classification is based on the effective regurgitation orifice less than 40 and more than 40, with regurgitant volume less than 60 ml, more than 60 ml, and regurgitant fraction more than 50%.
So ERO should be measured with TTE or TEE?
Sir, ideal is TEE, means transesophageal is ideal. Because transthoracic, there are fair chances you may underestimate the the management of the secondary MR, first is always medical therapy for secondary MR. We need to do medical therapy to decrease LV size, decrease LV diameter. After doing guideline directed medical therapy, if MR is still in the severe stage, because there we have noted, because while doing the medical therapy, giving the diuretics and doing the hardening, there are significant reducing in the LV and diastolic diameter and LV size, and reduction in the LV size leads to decrease in the quantity of the MR. After guideline direct medical therapy, there is a severe MR, stage D, means symptomatic severe MR. If the symptoms is still persisting with severe MR, then if EF is more than 50%, mitral valve surgery is indicated. But if EF is less than 50%, persistent symptoms and anatomy is favorable with LV and systolic diameter less than 70, pulmonary pressure less than 70, then H2H repair is indicated. So for severe secondary MR with decreasing LV function, H2H repair is better than surgery. Surgery is indicated if there is a severe symptoms and H2H repair is not possible or the anatomy is not possible. If patient is undergoing CABG, then surgery is also indicated. Here, the surgery or the primary surgery could be MV repair surgery, not MPR.
प्राइमरी एमआर में एट्रियल फिब्रिलेशन मेंशन नहीं है
सर एट्रियल फिब्रिलेशन आपकी अलग स्लाइड है
नहीं एमआर विद एट्रियल फिब्रिलेशन
सर वी हैव प्रीवियसली हमने स्टार्टिंग में एक बार डिस्कस करे तो विद एनी valvular heart disease with atrial fibrillation બધાની અંદર મીન્સ મેનેજમેન્ટ ઇઝ એન્ટીકોagulation ઇઝ until unless mitral stenosis બધામાં નો
नहीं आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट सर्जिकल आस्पेक्ट प्राइमरी एमआर विद एट्रियल फिब्रिलेशन है तो does any surgical indication differs open surgery versus mitral
नहीं primary MR with the protocol is simple severe symptomatic MR whether with the atrial fibrillation or not. Atrial fibrillation doesn't play major role to decide the management. Second thing, mitral clip itself is not favorable, means mitral clip with atrial fibrillation, if there is a clot in the atrium or the dilated atria, then result of the mitral clip will be little bit less. So आपको mitral clip को अलग lecture देना पड़ता है.
what I understand कि atrial fibrillation है तो open surgery more favorable than
Yes, it is always more favorable, and that depend on the diameter of the LA. If LA diameter is more, if there is a LA clot is there, and I think risk
So,
of
all the indications for surgery, if it is there with AF, of course we'll do surgery. All indication is there. It's not there, but AF is there, then we will try to go for repair. If anatomy is favorable,
Yes.
Just mere presence of AF will not change anything, but there are all other points which are there for indication. Whether they are present or they are not present, that will.
actually sir, they are saying that if the patient with AF, surgery is indicated including the surgery for AF, there is a MACE repair, means atrial, and they are saying that MVR with AF surgery is more beneficial than doing just MVR. Now, the percutaneous mitral valve repair device, H2H repair device are the mitral clip, then Pascal, valve clamp, and the mitral stitch. Here the mitral. So, just the mitral clip device, it is a catheter based device, and here the single orifice of the mitral valve will be divided into two orifices, and the total regurgitant orifice area would be lesser in the after doing the mitral clip. There is the most recent update in this. The trials are much more helpful, and it is now more commonly in this procedure is used more commonly out of India, and here also in India this procedure also started. The second one is the Pascal mitral valve repair system. It is a more or less same procedures working on the same principle. The mitral clip was from Abbott, Pascal from St. Jude. Here, the H2H repair technique, both technique by the transseptal approach.
After putting this clip, do you take stitches there or how it gets lodged there?
એટલે આ પ્રોસિજર અને પેલા પ્રોસિજર ની અંદર શું ફરક?
આ નીચેથી કરી પેલી ઉપરથી મારી.
બસ એટલું.
આની અંદર સ્ટીચ નથી, પેલામાં સ્ટીચ
બંને ઉપરથી જ નહીં, બંને ટ્રાન્સફર.
both transseptal.
બસ આ બોથ ટ્રાન્સેપ્ટલ.
Both
એન્ટ્રીયલ સેપ્ટલ રાઈટ ઓકે. પણ હવે આ જે ઉપર તમે જે ક્લિપ મારો છો બરાબર છે જે વાલના પેલામાં જશે હા કસ્પમાં ત્યાં એને તમે કેવી રીતે ફિક્સ કરો છો એમાં એજીસ છે એ તમે કરાવો છો સ્ટિચીસ લો છો શું કરો?
એટલે સ્ટેપલર થી ક્લિપ આવે સ્ટેપલર ટાઈપ.
ના ના આપણે
This is
કપડા
the key.
ક્લિપ આવે ને એ ટાઈપની ક્લિપ છે, તમે એને છોડી દો એટલે ત્યાં ક્લિપ થઈને ફિક્સ જ થઈ
ફિક્સ જ થઈ
ઇટ્સ અ ક્લેમ્પ.
What are the chances of dislodgement?
Very less.
લેસ
Very less. They have done multiple studies and cancer. Actually, sir, they જે રીતે મૂકે છે ને એ રીતે means PE guided મૂકે and you first go in the LV. After going LV, you will be recording the mitral cusp is clamped or not in T. It is like AST device. While dislodging AST device, we are going to confirm it is clamped or not. It is same like that. If age is clamped and there is a length of the coaptation, if there is the coaptation sufficient length of the mitral valve edges are clamped, then we are going to dislodge.
એટલે તમારું ચાલુ આ રિપેર પ્રોસિજર બી ટી ચાલુ હોય પહેલા.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ટી નો પ્રોબ્લેમ કરે છે.
યસ ઈ ગાઈડ.
It is T guided and it is not necessary to put single clip. If you are getting not enough result with the single clip, you are going to put a second clip also.
Okay. Are we doing over here? Or have we
બરોબર,
done
આપણે
any?
નથી કર્યું.
કોઈએ નહીં.
વડોદરામાં કોઈ નથી કર્યું?
રવિન્દ્ર સર એક કર્યું.
આપણે નથી કર્યું.
આપણે
અને કોસ્ટ ડિપેન્ડ ઓન ક્લિપ કેટલી વાપરો એના ઉપર.
Even single clip cost as of now is somewhere around 20.
લેખ 20 લેખ.
માં કાર્ડ ન
sir,
થાય.
it is like target.
એકે માં ના થાય.
માં કાર્ડ એટલે પેશન્ટ આવું પૂછશે. કારણ કે એ એવું કહેશે મારા જીવનભરની કમાઈ 20 લાખ તો થવા નથી આ લોકો મને મારી નાખશે સગા ભેગા. મટીરીયલ શું હોય ક્લિપનું?
Sorry, sir.
મટીરીયલ શું હોય ક્લિપનું?
Sir, material it is a metal based on the silicone.
So this clip puts the patient to the risk of IP as well, right?
Yes. So this indication for this procedure and contraindication everything is a separate lecture.
એટલે આ ટીએવીઆર કરતા પછી એડવાન્સ નું છે ને એટલે હજુ વાર લાગશે.
TDS होते हैं यार.
Now the third device is Cardioband mitral reconstruction system. Here also we introduce this device in the TE guided and here it is put on the annulus of the mitral valve and while constricting the device it decreases the total mitral annulus.
So this is a fluoroscopy image. It's not TEE image.
It is TE. This probe is TE and we need to put TE guided also. Fluoroscopy with TE.
તો IIT બી ચાલે છે ને આ બી ચાલે બધું.
હા બંને પાસે માઇટ્રા ક્લિપમાં પણ બંને ચાલે આમાં પણ બંને ચાલે.
તો રેડિયેશન કેટલું થાય ભાઈ?
સર ટી માં રેડિયેશન ના આવે.
TE માં
આમાં તો
તો
થાય ને ફ્લોરેસન. ફ્લોરેસનમાં તો થાય ને ચાલુ ચાલુ.
પણ તો પણ ઓછું એન્જિયોપ્લાસ્ટી કરતા
પ્લાસ્ટિક કરતા ઓછું.
પ્લાસ્ટિક કરતા ઓછું.
પ્લાસ્ટિક કરતા ઓછું.
IIT ના રેટ કેટલા હોય છે તમારી કન્વેન્શનલ એન્જિયો કરો એમાં કેટલા રેટ આવે?
So depend on the magnification. If magnification is less, we can say it is equal to doing 10 X-rays.
Which angio?
Angio.
અને આ કેટલા એક્સરે છે?
Depend on the fluoroscopy time. Fluoro
પાંચ.
time.
એનજીઓ કરતા ઓછા એટલે 5
તો
મિનિટ.
ડેફિનેટલી
Sir, angio almost angio ની અંદર 1 to 1.5 મિનિટ ની એવરેજ ફ્લુરો જાય. આની અંદર એવરેજ ફ્લુરો ટાઈમ will be around 10. So it is 10 times an angio. Now, the second device is iris complete annuloplasty ring. Here, the 8 helical anchors are attached to the base of the device, and each anchor going to attach in the LA. And after that, deploying the device, these anchors would be tightened. So the principle is decreasing the all over LV diameter and mitral annulus. This system is implanted on the atrial side. Okay. Now, the carried mitral contour system. This system is introduced in the right heart catheterization via coronary sinus. So this device is introduced in the coronary sinus, and in the coronary sinus it is clinching the mitral apparatus. So all over decreasing the size of the mitral apparatus and decreasing the secondary MR.
आम्हाला खाली mitral clipper successful
बाकी બધા સર અંડર સ્ટડી છે.
बाकी under study not
તો ભાઈ આમાં ટાઈમ વેસ્ટ ના કર ને તું આગળ વધ.
આ બધું રહેવા દે, હજુ તો વાર લાગશે આપણે.
પછી અમને
5 વર્ષ ખરા.
એમાં તો ખાવા
5 વર્ષ ખરા.
હવે જોશ આવશે ને તો
खाली
આને
mitral
કરવા
clipper
પડશે.
કાઢી, બાકી કંઈ જ નથી.
બાકી શું? Now TR, it could be the primary rheumatic or infective endocarditis hypertrophic, or the secondary would be secondary to pulmonary hypertension DCM or annular dilation. Management of the TR, it may be the severe TR stage C and D or the progressive stage B. So the symptoms is not given some weightage during the management of the TR. Now, if the severe TR and we are doing the left-sided surgery, tricuspid repair is indicated. In tricuspid valve, replacement is very rare. Whatever with any surgery, we are always be doing repair of the tricuspid valve. Replacement is very rare. Then, if the patient having the right heart failure, symptoms of the right heart failure with the primary TR, then also it is a 2A indication, not a class 1 indication to do tricuspid repair surgery. The secondary TR, secondary to the right heart dilatation. In the patient, no response to the guideline direct medical therapy, it is same as the MR, then tricuspid valve surgery is indicated. And prior left-sided valve surgery, if there is an absence of the severe PH or RV systolic dysfunction, tricuspid surgery is indicated. In the asymptomatic patient, primary TR with progressive RV dilatation or the systolic dysfunction, tricuspid surgery is indicated, but it is still to be and in cases of the progressive TR, at the time of the left-sided surgery with annular dilatation more than 4 cm, then tricuspid repair surgery is indicated. So all over, if there is a in tricuspid regurgitation, the indication for surgery is if we are doing the left-sided surgery. The second, rarely if the patient is not responsive to any treatment, guideline directed medical therapy, and patient is more symptomatic, then we can do surgery, but it is always still guideline is saying it is a 2A indication. So try to avoid, it is not a class 1 indication. Mixed valve disease, if the mitral stenosis with MR, the pathophysiology is MS protects LV from overload due to severe MR, and the treatment is diuretic and mitral valve replacement if MS with MR. Now AR, the pathophysiology means this if MS with AR, mitral valve limits the LV filling, reduction in the stroke value leads to underestimation of the AR. If MS, then contrast aortography is indicated in MS with AR to visualize the AR flow. Treatment is same, diuretic or intervention with surgery, either percutaneous intervention for MS, and after doing percutaneous intervention for MS, if AR is severe, because after doing intervention, once mitral stenosis is open, then the severity of MR going to change. So if AR is severe, then surgery is indicated. Then aortic stenosis, if either lesion is severe, the cardiologist is limited, then the patient is severely symptomatic. MS leads to underestimation of the AS and AR. So first treat MS, and if AS or AR is severely symptomatic, then go with the surgery. And if mitral stenosis is not treatable by the percutaneous therapy, then we need to estimation by valve area or the second method of estimation apart from the gradient need to done and need to guide the intervention as per the severity of the lesion.
So suppose your mitral is not amenable for percutaneous intervention and you are decided for surgery, but here it comes moderate AS, moderate AR or not a clear cut indication for surgery, then will you do both valve at the time or you will do single valve?
That is the main question. Actually, if we are having the mixed valve disease, then the estimation of the AS is more important, and we are going to do by continuity equation, means measuring the regurgitant orifice. Then we are means multiple other factors other than the gradient need
We
to
have
consider.
done and it is not clear cut in the surgery zone. How will you proceed?
In cases of etiology is
This is rheumatic, unless and until proved otherwise, this is rheumatic.
By and large, it
Severe
is
MS.
principle कि if there are two valves, if you do only single valve, the other will rapidly worsen. That is clear cut principle.
we
So
need to do
either
double
it is,
valve. We need to
I
do
am
double valve
right or
replacement.
wrong, I don't
No, we can still do. We can do mitral valve on table TE. We can do after replacement of mitral valve, or after dilatation of mitral valve. We can do on table, on surgical table TE can be done. So as
We
a-
can do so many things, but what is the guideline?
Guidelines are
doesn't mention, but
Now,
this
there
is-
has to be something. Like India, this is a very common scenario. Still.
Yes.
very common actually.
Right?
Here, all the guidelines are saying, this is the guidelines, right? They are saying appropriate individual intervention with AVR or mitral valve surgery. Here, the word they are using is appropriate individual
That
intervention.
has to be simultaneous.
Yes, it should be on table.
It should be on
It
table,
should be
right?
on
Like,
table.
you cannot subject a patient to open
Yes.
valve surgery for 2-3 times, right?
Yes. So for the moderate disease, what guidelines are saying means you need to expect there is an increase in the severity of valve once you are treated one valve. So if there is a valve comes into the severe, moderate to severe, even doing moderate to severe aortic stenosis, need to do DVR, double valve replacement. In moderate aortic stenosis also, or moderate AR also.
It's always better to.
But what they are more confusing about when to measure the valve is more severe or not. So either before surgery while doing the valve area or the methods other than the gradient.
Yeah, but what happens even if we do on table thing, right? That we have done taken care of mitral with whatever method we wanted to do, then we check it immediately. So we doesn't allow body's own capacity to establish a equilibrium what they are going to establish. Whether it may improvise also a little bit, it may not. We don't know how body is going to react, but we have to take decision at that time only.
Yes.
There is always a clutch point.
Yes.
In the patient with aortic stenosis, aortic regurgitation, symptomatic patient with the peak velocity more than 4 need to undergo surgery. In the asymptomatic patient, surgical valve replacement if EF is less than 50%. Aortic stenosis with MR, primary MR if the patient is surgery candidate with repairable valve. Aortic AVR surgery with mitral repair, non-repairable valve, aortic surgery with mitral replacement. In the patient with TAVI candidate, TAVI plus mitral and H2H repair.
So in that last case, mitral replace કરી જ નાખવાનો, repair માં scope હોય તો બી નહીં કરવાનો.
Sir, આમાં
Aortic is
Sir,
not repairable.
patient
ના,
is
એ બાજુ
TAVI
વાળું. આ બાજુ એમાં જે second. Aortic is not repairable.
aortic is repairable. This is for mitral valve. Repairable mitral valve or repairable not repairable mitral
Oh,
valve.
અચ્છા, એટલો માટે. Okay.
We are going to do surgical AVR, that is fixed.
Okay.
If mitral valve is repairable, then do repair. If not repairable, do replacement. Here, the patient is TAVI candidate, means high surgical risk or high prohibitive risk. Then TAVI plus TR. So total bill will be around 50 lakh.
पेशेंट એવું કે ભગવાન से तो डरो.
I hope medical will cover.
મેડિક્લેમ
Medical will cover.
કવર કરે છે?
હજુ સુધી નથી કહેતા.
એકવાર પૂછજો ક્યાં.
હજુ સુધી નથી
सर
કહેતા.
कवर करे तो अभी 50 को मेडिक्लेम में क्या सुन पा रहा हूँ.
ના એટલે એ તો કવર કર દે, ખાલી પ્રીમિયમ તમારું 3-4 લાખ આવતું હોય.
MR with secondary MR, low to intermediate risk, surgical AVR plus surgical mitral valve repair or replacement. If high prohibitive risk, TAVI plus PU.
પણ આવા બધા ડિવાઇસીસ મળી જાય
મળી જાય છે.
એ બનાવતા હોય કે તમે ઓર્ડર આપો એટલે બનાવવા માટે
ના easily મળી
મળી જાય છે easily.
એક કે બે દિવસ લાગે આવતા.
હા.
બાકી મળી જાય. This all are planned surgeries. તો બે દિવસમાં મળી જાય.
પણ એ જે ડિવાઇસીસ જે છે એ તમારે ટેલર મેડ નહીં કરવા પડતા હોય કે એને જે પ્રી સાઇઝીસ છે એ બધી એમાંથી કોઈ ફિટ બેસાડ દેવાની.
હા, free size. They are making in all size. હવે ટાવર આપણે કરીએ છીએ તો valves are made in 26, 28, 29, 30 all size they are making it.
ટાવર ચાલો ઠીક છે પણ આ ક્લિપ્સ મગાવી હોય
Clips is universal size.
યુનિવર્સલ.
એમાં ખાલી જે ફ્લેટ છે એની સાઇઝની લેન્થ ડિફરન્સ છે પણ એમાં બે ત્રણ સાઇઝ અવેલેબલ છે. So that is universal.
That is choice of surgeon who is performing an injection.
Actually, sir, this all surgery need to meticulous pre-surgery planning. So if mitral clip is we are going to do mitral clip, then also the leaflet length, coefficient, and everything need to be
So you check by TEE only or you do MR for that?
CT scan also. For TAVI we do CT scan.
TAVI is CT
For-
entirely.
And MVR or structural heart always they do CT is TE work with contrast CT. Structural heart disease. બધા.
But mitral valve માં contrast છે શું
કોઈ
મતલબ?
mitral valve T is gold standard.
કોમ્પ્લેક્સ હોય તો T is enough.
TAVI માં તમે એઓર્ટોગ્રાફી કરો છો સાથે?
हाँ.
કરવું પડે.
Antithrombotic therapy for prostatic valve. If there is a mechanical valve, vitamin K anticoagulation. And the only aortic valve, no other risk factor. INR goal is 2.5. AVR with other risk factor like AF atrial fibrillation, history of the stroke. Then INR goal is 3. And mechanical mitral valve, INR goal is 3. If antiplatelet is indicated, add 75 to 100, not 150. And if vitamin K therapy is interrupted for non-cardiac surgery, minimize time for subtherapeutic INR. In only AVR, there is a no bridging needed. If there is a aortic valve without any kind of risk factor, no bridging is needed. But if there is a mitral valve and there is a AVR with the risk of having stroke or history of the stroke, bridging is needed. Bioprosthetic valve, surgical bioprosthetic valve or MBR for initial 3 to 6 months, INR should be maintained up to 2.5 with vitamin K anticoagulation and lifelong aspirin is indicated 75 to 100. TAVI, same protocol, lifelong aspirin for initial 3 to 6 months with lower risk of the bleeding, aspirin plus clopidogrel or vitamin K anticoagulation with INR 2.5. But most commonly used regimen is aspirin plus clopidogrel. Management of the prostatic valve complication. If there is a serious bleed with mechanical valve, 4-factor prothrombic complex is reasonable. If bleeding is not controlled despite of the prothrombic complex, intravenous vitamin K is reasonable. If use of vitamin K agonist is not anticipated for the 7 days. For patient with bioprosthetic valve or angioplasty, you are using DOAC. Treatment with idavusumab for dabigatran and adenexate alpha for anti-factor 10 agents is reasonable. So if there is a rivaroxaban, then adenexate alpha and idavusumab for dabigatran. For patient with mechanical prosthetic valve and INR is more than 5, who are not actively bleeding, individualized treatment with oral vitamin K in addition to temporary withdrawal of vitamin K agonist. So to simplify, if the patient having the serious bleed, so whatever the INR is, need to do 4-factor prothrombin, after that IV vitamin K. For the patient with bioprosthetic valve receiving DOA, etarisumab or adanerexate alpha. But if only INR is increased, there is no ongoing bleed, only vitamin K oral with withdrawal of the vitamin K.
આ પહેલા સિરિયસ બ્લીડમાં આયનઆર ઇન્ક્રીઝ એન્ડ ઓનગોઈંગ બ્લીડ નથી, રાઈટ? એવું કેવું બને? જનરલી ના બને. નંબર 2 સિરિયસ બ્લીડની અંદર કોઈ ગ્રીન ઝોન નથી, રાઈટ?
Serious bleed नहीं, serious bleed, but the last one, there is not ongoing bleed.
ભલા માણસ પેશન્ટ આઈસીએચ લઈને આવ્યું, હવે આઈસીએચ સ્ટેબલ થઈ ગયું,
ICH is a serious bleed, sir.
તો ધેટ ઇઝ ધ પોઈન્ટ. પછી ત્યાં તમે કન્ઝર્વેટિવ અપ્રોચ ના રાખી શકો. આવો
એમાં વાત જ નથી. જેને બ્લીડિંગ નથી,
પણ
એક્સ્ટર્નલ
see, two things are going on. One is serious bleed, A. Two is active bleeding. How will you determine this thing?
external active bleeding.
એમાં external શબ્દ નથી લખ્યો.
આ લાસ્ટ ટેબલ છે એક્સટર્નલ માટે છે.
ના એવું માટે છે એવું નહીં લખ્યું છે. એમાં external active bleeding. What is the meaning of external active bleeding?
Not actively bleeding. સર પેલા તમે
તો
જે ઇન્ટ્રા
એ-
કેરેક્ટર છે એમાં તો એક્ટિવ બ્લીડિંગ ના ખબર પડે ને આપણને.
અરે દોસ્ત કોઈ જ કહું છું. આ તો શબ્દોની રમત છે. માથાકૂટ થઈ જાય આમાં. જ્યારે પેશન્ટ સિરિયસ બ્લીડ લઈને આવે ત્યારે જનરલી તમારી પાસે નથી આવવાનું. એ જ્યાંથી બ્લીડ થયું છે એના રિસ્પેક્ટિવ કન્સલ્ટન્ટ પાસે હોય. એટલે these are not the thing they have to follow. They have to take very serious this thing. Right?
But sir, actually the issue is who are not actively bleeding.
અરે
Because
મેરે દોસ્ત, how will you decide?
એ જ વાત છે ને કે જેની અંદર તમે ડિસાઈડ નથી કરતા એની અંદર તો તમારે આ જ કન્સિડર કરવાનું છે.
તમને એક એક્ઝામ્પલ આપું. બરોબર, પેશન્ટ આઈસીએચ લઈને આવ્યો અને he was on weekend.
ICH is a serious bleed.
Okay?
ICH માં આપણને ખબર જ નહીં પડે active છે.
ICS is a serious bleed.
That's the whole point. So આમાં આ કયા વર્ષની સ્લાઇડ છે? આ 22
22.
So આ સિરિયસ બ્લીડમાં we don't have any green zone. ક્લાસ 1 એ વાળું કશું ઇન્ડિકેટેડ નથી. શાબાશ.
Because there is a limited evidence for serious bleed. And there is a specific guideline. What you are saying is, if there is a ICH bleed or a intraspinal bleed or any
So
mid-medial
any
hemorrhage,
neurological bleeding is always serious.
yes,
That is first thing.
it is always serious, and they are not going to consider whether it is active or not. The guideline is saying,
આ જે છેલ્લું ઓરેન્જ વાળું લખ્યું ને એવો સિનેરિયો જનરલી ભારત દેશમાં જોઈ જ ના શકાય.
આ
ખબર જ ના પડે મોટા ભાગના ક્લિનિશિયન.
આ સિનેરિયો શેના માટે છે કે પેશન્ટ ઇઝ already on vitamin K antagonist and he comes to you with normal walking patient, just INR is raised.
What
મારા ભાઈ તો સિરિયસ બ્લીડના લેવલમાં ના લખ્યું હોય આ. ખાલી INR increase is not a serious bleed. INR વાળો તો 5 7 10 વાળો ફરતો હશે
History
ત્યારે.
of GI bleed, history of GI bleed, and there is a grade GI bleed with loss of blood, means decrease
So
flow.
what you are saying that asymptomatic increase in INR, that is a separate group. It is should not come in a serious bleed group. તમે જે બોલો છો એ નથી. આ પાર્ટીએ તો એવું એનાલિસિસ કર્યું છે કે સિરિયસ બ્લીડ વાળું પણ હવે એક્ટિવ નથી પણ છતાં બી INR 5 છે. Is this scenario possible?
No.
So that is what the point is. બરાબર? So you are talking about asymptomatic hemorrhage INR. એ તો 8-10 વાળા જ હશે હાલતા ચાલતા.
એ આ છેલ્લું જે રેટ છે ને આ બાજુનું કસ્ટ એ રિયલી ગુગલી છે અને બહુ શબ્દોની રમત જ લખી છે અને પાછું નીચે બી લખ્યું છે ઇટ ઇઝ અનસર્ટેન ટુ બી.
એવું રાખો પોટેન્શિયલ કેન્ડિડેટ ફોર સિરિયસ બ્લીડ એવું રાખો.
Actually, sir, there is a specific guideline.
એટલે આપણને અમેરિકા વાળા ગૂંચવવા માટે બેઠા છે.
એવું નહીં, પોટેન્શિયલ
We
કેન્ડિડેટ
have to be our own.
Sir, they are saying that there is a limited evidence. They are already accepting there is a limited evidence. Second thing, there is a specific scoring regarding the serious bleed. So serious bleed score is blood loss more than this much. So if there is a GI bleed or if there is an external trauma with blood loss more than 7, but no active bleeding at present. That kind
So
of
you want to say that INR is still 5, more
Yes.
than 5, but now active bleeding is stopped.
yes.
આ છે ને કોઈ કન્સલ્ટન્ટ કાગળ ઉપર લખે ને ભાઈ દુનિયાનો મોટા મોટો કન્સલ્ટન્ટ હોય ને તો
Sir, એટલે જ આ ટોપિકમાં છે.
right?
Sir, આ વસ્તુ
અલા આમાં ચર્ચા કરી ટાઈમ નહીં બગાડવાનો પેલા એ નીચે લખ્યું છે ઇઝી it uncertain like
હા, it is
છોડ
uncertain.
It is uncertain.
દે like છોડ દે જવા દે
એ લોકોનું છે ને આ insurance વાળા માટે છે બધું. થોડી ઘણી insurance base બી રાખે.
ઇન્સ્યોરન્સ ની રમત રમવા માટે છે આ બધું
એટલે
9:30 થઈ ગઈ છે તો પતાવી દો.
For thromboembolic events, for mechanical aortic valve replacement, increase INR 2.5 to 3. Means previously we have said if there is a simple AVR, target INR is 2.5. But if the patient develop thromboembolic event with INR 2.5, increase to 3 and add aspirin. For mechanical mitral valve, increase INR from 3 to 4 and add aspirin. For bioprosthetic valve, here also that is comes in the orange. For bioprosthetic valve, vitamin K integration can be considered in place of the antiplatelet regimen.
આ બધી પેપર ની રમત છે ઓન પેપર બાકી આ 2.5 થી 3 ને 3 થી પાછું 2.5 રમત રમવાની વાતો છે યાર કશું પોસિબલ
Sir, possible નથી but actually આપણને ખબર હોવી જોઈએ કરવાનું શું
હા
છે.
એ જ કહું છું કે આ ગાઈડલાઇન્સ આર ગાઈડલાઇન્સ
Yes. Acute valve thrombosis for mechanical valve, urgent TET and recommended. Sorry. For thrombos left-sided mechanical valve, slow infusion, low dose fibrinolytic therapy or emergency surgery. So here the streptokinase is indicated and 24-hour of infusion of the streptokinase. In suspected bioprosthetic valve thrombosis, CT scan is reasonable because only thrombosis is little bit less common in bioprosthetic valve. Initial treatment with vitamin K agonist is reasonable. Here, there is no indication for thrombolysis.
Any data for other thrombolytics apart from streptokinase here? Valve thrombosis. Are they sketch?
Actually, they don't have enough data for streptokinase also.
But they have put in class 1 indication. How they cannot have data?
Enough data for streptokinase also because that is the only option at present.
तो those class 1 बना उनके data ना हो.
streptokinase versus altiplate streptokinase versus tenecteplase જેવા ડેટા નથી.
हाँ.
અલોન સ્ટ્રેપ્ટોકાઇનેસ એ ડેટા કે વર્ષોથી એ યુઝ થઈ રહ્યો
સાઈ છે
છે.
પણ તો tenective plus cultipless ના કોઈ valve thrombosis ના નથી?
નહીં,
ના,
articles છે, but there are no randomized trials. There are small
Actually-
studies are there.
So આની અંદર જે લખ્યું છે fibrinolytic therapy, they have not put a word of the agent. કે નીચે કઈ લખ્યું જ ફૂલડીમાં કે એ agent streptokinase જ છે.
Nothing.
So I guess you should be able to use both. કારણ કે streptokinase નો dose for PE and valve thrombosis is જે તમે કીધું 24 hours. And that is another level of headache in today's time.
Actually, what they are recommending is low dose fibrinolytic therapy. અને બાકીના બધા fibrinolytic therapy ના low dose જે 24 hours ના dose કોઈએ most probably try કરીને આપે ને.
Yeah, but that's fine. But કદાચ તો tenective place તો 50% 70% ડોઝ આપીને વાર્તા પૂરી થતી હોય તો 24 કલાક થ્રોમ્બોલાઇઝ કોણ કરે?
ટેનેક્ટિવ આપણે બી આપીએ ને ટેનેક્ટિવ.
વાલમાં આપો છો ને?
હા,
હા.
એ જ.
તો આવું બોલો ને.
There are no randomized trials.
આપણે અહીંયા વાપરો છો એટલું બોલ દો.
આપણે કેવું વાપરીએ છીએ?
હા.
આપણે વાપરીએ છીએ.
Commonest all over the world is streptokinase still. Common. કે આ પેશન્ટ ને મોટા ભાગે ગવર્નમેન્ટ હોસ્પિટલ
Government હોય.
મોટા ભાગે પેશન્ટ સ્ટ્રેપ્ટોકાઇનેસ
બસ લાસ્ટ સ્લાઇડ છે.
Last line.
બસ પતી ગયું. હવે આપણે જ ચલાવવા લાગ્યા.
મેજર
Part four.
ના પાર્ટ 4 ઓટો કશું નહીં બસ. The patient prosthetic valve stenosis. The patient with prosthetic valve suspected valve stenosis. After doing all the investigation, fluoroscopy, 3D, CT and everything, if there is a symptomatic severe valve stenosis and mechanical valve, surgical intervention and bioprosthetic valve, transcatheter valve intervention.
થેન્ક યુ તો બોલી જાઓ છેલ્લી સ્લાઇડ જરા
નહીં સ્લાઇડ
Thank you નહીં હોય.
દુનિયાની સૌથી જટિલ પ્રક્રિયા વાલ્વ સર્જરી 3D. બરાબર ને?